What's up, family?
We're live.
We're live with the one and only, the world's most famous man, Kris Kringle, Santa Claus.
We're fishing today.
I left my dang phone in the boat. I had to haul ass back to the ramp. Luckily, I went and found fish yesterday. We're about 60 seconds from our fishing spot, and the fish are still there. Just need some luck. Just bear with us, and we'll motor out there. What's up, Chris? What's up, Big Mike? What's up, Gene?
Everybody's on.
We got 3 in here.
Cool.
Big John, what's up? Left my phone in the dang boat, or in the truck. Had to come back and get this thing so we can do this live stream. Welcome. Tim, what's up, buddy? Hey, Jackson, Wyatt's on here. Wyatt's on here. You want to come say hello?
Merry Christmas, Wyatt. Merry Christmas.
Wyatt, we got Santa on here, buddy. The real deal Santa Claus. I'm gonna go fast. We'll get out here. It takes me about 30 seconds to go get out here where we're going. What? I can't hear you, buddy. He'll sit with you once we get out there. We'll get out there in about a minute, partner. Let me get us out here, guys. We're fishing in 46 feet today. The only place I found fish. Today we're in 46 feet. Chris Davis, what's up, buddy? We're in 46 feet. We're gonna fish. We're gonna pull across 2 deep humps, and we're gonna head up towards an old river channel. It's got a levee on one side. Came out here yesterday about 4 o'clock, marked a bunch of fish. I went all over this lake. They weren't anywhere besides here.
What's
Yeah.
up, buddy?
Go ahead. It's in the green bag. I got some great bait today too, guys. I got some 10 to 14 inch gizzard shad. I got about a dozen of them. Got 2 drum. We'll get everything deployed.
There, good bait.
Dad,
Nice.
Dad,
What's up, dude?
I want a blanket.
You want the blanket? Where's the blanket?
So over here on the side.
Okay. I'll get you. I'm coming to get you.
I got your Christmas list. We'll go over all that here in a minute. Got these big old gizzards today, boys. Santa, Tim says he needs a new boat for Christmas.
He does. Has he been a good boy?
Have you been a good boy, Tim?
Is that good? You believe and you will receive.
How y'all like that for a big bait?
Heck yeah.
And get some more drift weights. Excuse me, buddy. Bonetown Tackle. Thanks, Jeremy. Got these new Mad Cats. Never been used. Put them on this stinger rig. Boom. Putting these big shad on your hole. Putting a 10-aught in the nose, 8-aught in the tail. That's beautiful right there, fellas. Flip this graph around in a minute and show y'all what we're fishing. Yeah, pull 3 of those boards out of there. One big one, two small.
Okay.
I'll rig them off. You gotta go out a certain way. Parks planers, y'all. Y'all know how I roll. Supposed to get windier as we go on, so. Put these biggest baits whole on my longest, biggest planer boards. Bombs away. We're in the game. Man, they're built great.
Right.
They make them in about 12 different color versions. So if these wild colors aren't your thing, I got them because we fish at night occasionally. I'm gonna cut these 9-inch gizzards in half. I use those 10 or 12 inch, or I use those 12-inch gizzards. I'm gonna use those whole. I'm gonna drop this trolling motor and get to pulling here in a second.
So here would be a question. Why are we putting our biggest planer boards in the closest?
They're gonna be out the furthest. Put the furthest ones out first.
I see. Makes sense.
They don't want to pull right now because we're not
Right.
we don't have any wind. These hooks I'm using are Nocturnal Nation 13-aught monster hooks. Lucky 13s, Nocturnal Nation. He's ready to fish. He's on point today. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the trolling motor, guys. Start pulling it. It's looking good on that graph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my iPilot link. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do here in a second, but let me get everything set up. See that?
Yeah.
Drop the pin right there. I'm gonna pull towards that pin. My trolling motor's gonna take me right there.
get that when you put in another pin.
That's
right.
a hump. This is a hump. This is the edge of a hump.
Right.
And that's right where the channel starts. So we're going to hit that channel, and you see this thing right here? That's a ridge from, I don't know if it's an old levee or something, but it's built up. It's like a hump, about, I don't know, 5 feet or so. The fish were stacked on that thing yesterday.
I see.
Get the rest of these out.
All right. Yeah, these are sturdy rods, good aluminum guides, looks like.
Those guys are steel. These are real seats. Those are aluminum.
Yeah, they look good. Sturdy, heavy duty.
We'll put this big whole fillet on these. This is my 3rd planer. It's already foul hooked. .3. I need to speed this up.
What do we want to grip that?
I'm going to get pulling. I'm going to pull at 0.5, then we're going to slow back down to 0.4, 0.3.
Okay.
I'm going to get my boards out there. This time of year, I'm pulling 0.4 mostly. Why it's not going to my position? Show you guys what we're fishing. Thanks, Tim. This is what we're looking at. Not much on side image because we're out deep. It's Fish City though. Here's our plan. We're going to drift these humps. This is the old channel, runs up through here. There's a ridge, an old levee that runs next to it. Everything's stacked on this levee in this channel, all up through here, man. It was Fish City. Show you guys exactly how we do stuff. Why this thing keeps stopping? Go. Go to's not wanting to lock in.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Putting go to it stops it.
Sometimes I have to make one of those real short. Put a point in between.
Stop it every time I do that. Technology's a pain in the ass sometimes. Just gonna autopilot us. Conrad, what's up, man? How'd y'all do yesterday? I saw Conrad on the lake yesterday. It was not good conditions. There was fish were scattered big time. I couldn't even hardly find any over there in the old side. Normally that's where I'm at, but not today. Got one more to put out. Actually, I got 3 more. One more pineapple. Little stinger rigging. Are you? Got one right here. We're going big today, boys. We'll downsize if we don't get bit.
Somehow you got that thing.
Stinger rig. There we go. No fish, no wind. We don't have much wind today either. We're trolling with it. We're trolling motoring them. What's up, Chad? Santa needs a new fish. He says, Santa, I need a new fishing rod for Christmas. Thank you, Chad. Not a problem. Hope you've been a good boy this year, Chad. Fins and foul. What's up, baby? We're just not getting everything out. I left my phone in the boat. We had to run back to the dock. We got a good spread going now. We're fishing around a bunch of sand bass and hybrids today. Lots of threadfin.
Smell that.
Yep. Smell everything. Get these last 2 out.
Okay.
Putting them straight down the middle. Actually, take this one. Let me get over here. put smaller baits in the middle. We'll see which one gets bit. I'm going to use about a 6-7 inch gizzard shad cut in half. Tails off. Scales and tails off. We got all our planer boards locked in. We're ready. One more. I'll take that.
One's weight.
Yeah, give me that one. Dakota, the other one. Add a weight. Don't you lick my bait. Let's go licking my bait. Eight rods in the game. Slimy bastard. Jackson. Jack, you want to give Santa your list?
Yeah, come show me your list.
Jackson, you want to show Santa your wish list? Here you go. Why don't you tell him what you got? What you want? Bring it. Come back here, buddy.
Come show me.
I got some questions I wanted to ask Santa. I want some real answers.
Let's see. Get up here. Come on. You come up here. Just come from the left. I got you. Just throw that. Hold it. There we go.
Warming up. I got it.
Okay. So number one on Axe and Jackets, a BMX bike. Can you ride a bike without training wheels?
You've been riding a bike for 2 years, hadn't you, buddy?
Right. So
You got him started early, Santa.
BMX.
I've never ridden a bike without training.
Okay,
started
that's
him out.
good.
Right way.
And what is this?
Jokes and pranks.
Jokes and pranks.
He loves jokes and
You're a
pranks.
joke
Santa.
and prank. Okay.
He's a jokester.
And then a Bigfoot costume?
A Bigfoot
A
costume.
Bigfoot. Well, I think you're on the way right there. You got a pretty big foot.
Dog loves eating the bait, guys.
Golly. And a Nerf gun. Who can shoot with a Nerf gun?
Dad.
You can shoot Dad? Well, he may not like that. Wow. And you want a drone? What are you gonna do? You gonna fly drones of you fishing?
Gonna take pictures
you
of us fishing?
going down the boat, going down.
That'd be cool, dude.
That would be cool. Heck yeah. And a radio controlled boat. Yeah.
You got a
That'd
good
be
list
fun,
there. I
yeah.
like it.
And rocket toys. I like rocket
A real
toys.
rocket, one that shoots, fires off in the air.
Yeah. Parachutes back.
That
Yeah.
sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
I would like that too.
Yeah. And Godzilla. You like the Godzilla?
Costume.
Oh, Godzilla costume. Were you gonna be a Bigfoot or Godzilla? Or Godfoot? Or Big Zilla? Call you Big Zilly? Huh? And what's this? A radio controlled Lambo? Lambo? You're on a fishing boat. You don't want trucks that pull boats? I never seen a boat behind a Lambo.
He had a. What was the remote control truck you got last year? You love that thing, the big green black thing. The grave digger.
A grave digger. Big 4x4 truck. Monster truck. That's pretty cool. I like that. A toy minigun.
Toy minigun.
Well, that's pretty cool. Here, listen,
Yeah,
right
buddy.
here.
Dad, did you like the toy sniper?
No, I didn't write the sniper rifle. I didn't think that was. Look at all the fish we're going over now. I got some questions from Santa too.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing that people leave you out for Christmas?
Cookies and milk, always.
Cookies and milk.
Cookies and milk, always.
You know, I noticed that sometimes my whiskey's missing.
Well, that's kind of because this is the late part of the night down in Texas. It's so big. Sometimes Santa needs a little wake up,
Especially when it's cold.
especially when it's cold.
Another thing I noticed is you lost a little weight this year, Santa.
Well,
What do you do to stay thin?
I make toys.
Oh, there you
I
go.
make toys, and I put my weight back on when I start eating all my cookies and milk.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught, Santa?
Biggest fish I've ever caught. Well, on Blue Cats, it's probably about 25 pounds.
25 pounds. We're going to try to get that beat today.
Yeah. Dan's been real lucky because he gets to go all over the world in a sleigh.
Oh, man, I bet that's fun.
Dan's caught an 18.5 pound peacock bass.
Woo! I bet that was fun.
That was fun.
Yucky brown juice.
Don't drop that.
The
Yucky
biggest fish
brown
would
juice.
probably be
Yucky brown
probably a
juice.
shark.
Ooh, Dad loves to catch sharks.
Shark fishing's fun.
We're not at the beach.
How do you go down a chimney that has a fire and not get burned?
Because I have a special suit that doesn't burn.
Oh, I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
What's the first toy
And
that you ever gave a kid?
First toy. Way back when. This is a long, long time ago. It was a toy truck made out of wooden blocks.
All right.
Those toys that last forever.
They don't even hardly make toys out of wood anymore, do they, Jack?
No more Lincoln logs. Nobody wants Lincoln logs.
I have Lincoln logs.
Making, like, chip processing
I have
and
Lincoln
stuff
logs
now.
up
I
and
bet
out.
those guys are so smart now. It's just beyond.
Cans. No,
Does Santa get any presents?
Santa has the best present, and that's seeing smiles on everybody's face. And he gets to go home to Mrs. Claus every night. That is
That's
the
great.
best.
How comes Miss Claus doesn't join you on the sleigh ride when you deliver toys?
Because the wind messes up her hair.
Hey, Mom.
Because
She doesn't want her hair.
She doesn't want her hair messed up. It gets kind of wind blown in that sleigh.
I get that.
It's kind of like your wife riding in your boat sometimes. They get worried about their hair. Hey, come here, buddy.
My wife doesn't like
I
it
got
cold.
you. I got you.
What is Santa asking for this year?
Santa just wants to see smiles on everybody's
That's
face.
great.
Chicken
That's
nougat.
good. Chicken nougat. What's a chicken nougat?
Chicken nugget?
Chicken nougat.
Chicken
Is that
nougat.
like
I
a
don't know
weird
about
flavored candy bar or something?
No, chicken
chicken. Get that at McDonald's?
No.
That's a new something new they got at McDonald's.
No, a metal nugget. It's the most.
So houses with no chimneys, how do you get inside?
Santa goes down the air flumes
Okay.
or through a window.
Or goes through the door.
Sometimes. They don't have windows. I go through the doors, back doors. Santa has a magic key to everybody's house. You know that?
You know the code tab?
Stuff I always wanted to ask Santa.
Yeah.
Look what we're going over now, fellas. Tell me that's not beautiful. That is art. God's art on that graph right there. We don't have any wind. Not glass. It's not glass, but it's pretty close. Yeah. We're getting a few bites. Action Jackson, Texas tornado. Now y'all know. Don't touch the screen, buddy. Touch the screen.
Okay, everybody, it's time for poopy time.
Somebody's had a couple of donuts.
Oh no! Hey, everybody.
Somebody's had a couple of donuts this morning.
Hey, everybody.
You got any jokes you want to tell some people?
Yeah, what wobbled in the sky?
What wobbles in the sky?
A jellycopter.
Jellycopter, huh?
Chocolate milk?
I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna adjust one of these bars, one of these rod holders.
Hey, you. Stop eating my things. Stop eating everything. You.
Still making adjustments to this stuff, guys. Look at the bottom of this ledge. We're going off into the channel. It's got some big fish in it. No Mountain Dew, Chad. We got him. He's amped up on chocolate milk and donuts. If I gave him Mountain Dew, I think his head might spin off.
So I'll run my 3 rods.
Yeah.
I'll run 2 long lines.
Yeah. That's basically the same setup I got.
Yeah.
I used to run all mine off. I had outriggers.
Yeah.
I would run them off the outriggers. But having everything right here, it's a lot easier to watch. And like if I'm out here, I can sit like this.
These are the ones I miss. We generally sit like right here. It's on this side, and the dogs are in the middle of the seat.
I used to fish out of these rocket launchers, but when you hang a real monster, it's freaking impossible to get them out of rod holders.
See, I've got the rocket launchers. I just use those for storage when I'm fishing.
Yeah,
but on the back of my seat,
they work good for pulling these planer boards because it keeps the line like out of the water, and you get a better spread like that. But moving these up, see, I used to run everything off of these. These just pull boards better because they're up higher.
Yeah.
Can you stop pushing the buttons, son?
No, it was doing.
Chris Davis. Yep, that dog, he tends to lick that bait and chew on it. I'll look down and I'll have my bait be all chewed to pieces. Jackson's in a good mood. Hopefully we can get on some fish and see him reel some good ones in. We got one bite.
Yeah, we'll come over.
Man, it's Fish City down there. I can't believe we've gone over that many fish. This one's going down right here.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. We got baits in the channel. We got baits up on both sides of the channel.
So, Chris, are you looking for a bite or rod movement, or are you looking for just a hard takedown?
Well, I like takedowns where it's no questions asked. You just
Right.
run and grab the damn thing and start cranking.
Start reeling.
But they will get on a day like today. They might just kind of follow you around and bite it.
Oh, okay.
And if you get them when that rod is bending and you can crank on them, you can hook them.
Okay.
If the rod's not bent, it's not in their mouth. But today, like today, might be a short strike day where they're just kind of coming up and biting them on the tail.
Let's see. You think a
And
stinger
you
hook
catch 'em
helps
like
you on a
that.
day like that?
That's how you get this day like today is when you get them on the stinger.
Oh, I see.
This one's going down.
On the other side too.
We're getting bit. At least we're getting something. At least we got a few things that are, yeah, we like those hard takedowns where there's that thing just hammers it down. The rod tip is bent to the water. That's what I like.
I remember when I was young, I could shoot a string like that. I just dribble on my shoes.
12 people in here. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Where's the Jeep?
Days like today, usually you don't get real hard takedowns.
Where's the Jeep?
Santa brought Jackson an early Christmas present. Jeep with suspension.
Heck yeah.
Motocross.
Wait, Dad, hold up.
Motocross rider.
Hold this up again. Hold that up again with the door closed.
Jackson wants me to hold it up for y'all. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, days like today, it's light bite, short strike. Just praying that we catch a few. Wind's supposed to pick up. What's up, Chris Vitale? What's up? Chris, the king of canoes, baby. You been doing any fishing, man? Ah, here's the camera. Jackson's showing y'all his motocross. Jack got some early Christmas presents from Santa. Pretty cool, buddy. Telling Santa on a light bite, short strike day, you got to kind of man the rod when that thing starts doing that. Crank down on them.
Dad, I don't know where my blanket is. Dad.
I used to race, Bugman. I raced for a long time when I was up into my 20s. I got a lot of battle scars from riding that damn bike.
You want under it? There you go.
You cold? Not cold this morning.
I think you can see.
on a huge pile of fish, and we're not getting much bites. Curtis, what's up, buddy? Curtis, my old fishing buddy. Hope you're doing better, man. Oh, he's not in here. I guess he texted or something. I don't know what that was.
The Bugman.
Bugman 22.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I wake up every morning feeling those old motorcycle crashes. I'm not going to get my son into that. I'm lucky I'm alive, really, to tell you the truth. This one's hung. He's unhung. Let's see. Gene, flathead bite. A flathead bite definitely bites different than a blue. So a flathead, sometimes you don't even know he's on there. He could bite, and you just see your rod go, move slowly. Like sometimes it's just but when you hang one, it's definitely different. It's like reeling in a freaking movie chair. Yeah, huge pile. And there's fish all around it. I don't know. We're going over gazillions of fish, guys. Jimmy, I got the medium light Mad Cat puzzles. Loving them. They're perfect for these boards. I got a shipment of Lucky 13 hooks, man. Love those things, Jimmy. Appreciate you turning me on to those. Those are let's see, who makes Nocturnal Nation. Lucky 13, 13 on. We're drifting. We're actually power drifting. Yeah, it's a long one. We catch a big one on this one, it's gonna take a while. Kyle, what's up, man? You finally got on here where you can comment. Hey, Kyle, my three buddies that were out here fished all day. Well, two of them fished all day. One of them fished the afternoon.
Oh, the other one too. The other long line. Stop it. Stop it.
That was all the way out.
Yeah. Got to look back down. What?
After talking. Do that all the time, man. I'm going to reel this one up a little bit so we have some in case it pulls drag. Hey, thanks, Chad. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for sharing me out. I've had 3 or 4 guys that have been kind of helping me lately, sharing me out. It's gotten like probably over 100 subs in the last 3 weeks. Things starting to take off. It's pretty cool. I got chunks out too, Kyle, but you know how I roll, buddy. I got big giant baits on my biggest boards. We got some 12, 14-inch gizzard shad. I just chopped the tail off and filleted it down one side. I got 2 of those big shad on each long planer board. I got the fillets on the stinger rigged on the not the outside, not the one next to that, the one inside that. I got some big chunks and I got some medium chunks. We'll see what they want. I'm going over 1 million fish. I had 3 buddies fish yesterday. They all got smoked. Show y'all what we're going over, guys that have just got here. We're drifting these humps. We've gone over the humps. We went over a gazillion fish. We're getting up into this old channel. There's a levee that's next to it. We're going to run up that old channel and across that levee. Need some wind to get these fish fired up. We're using the trolling motor to pull us right now. I'm going to slow us down actually a little bit. See if that helps.
I feel like I'm seeing some bites, just not seeing any take.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, I like those rods. Those are good guides.
Yeah, these are the best rods I've fished with. They're beefy. They're heavy duty. Especially for a medium light rod, that thing's built like a freaking tank.
Yeah. Well, I think we double duty at saltwater too.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts where guys are catching saltwater. That's a big bait. Getting a little tap tap. I don't bump. If I lived in the river, if I lived by a big river, I'd probably do it. I've got a couple buddies that bump up on the Red River, and they do good. We don't have, I mean, we got the Trinity, but I don't ever fish it. I'll go up in Elm Fork Trinity, what we're on, but it's not a big river. Looks fun though. I see some guys in the YouTube community that bump. It looks fun. They catch giants.
Explain what bumping is.
Bumping's where you get your boat, put the trolling motor on, and you just kind of go down like current's going this way. You point your nose into the current. You slow your boat down to the speed you want to bump at, and it's like working a worm or something, bass. You bump down, you go over little humps, stumps. It's like drifting, but in a river.
That second one.
Yeah, that's our big bait.
Yeah, I've seen it bump a couple of times.
We got a pretty long drift here. Trinity, Trinity's known for big alligator gar. Once you get not up in my section, they've pretty much they're extinct in this section. When I was a kid, they were in here, but they built all the flood control like dam stuff, and it destroyed their breeding grounds. So they're not in this section of the river anymore. But once you get around Dallas and head south from Dallas, they're in there. Something's capping on it a little bit. One of these things that gets slammed. It's Fish City down there. It's crazy. You can go over 1 million fish and not catch one. Fish on. Ah, he's off. Now that was a good takedown. That was a good takedown. Did y'all see that? That white rod over there. That's the big cat fever.
Wrench.
Tighten down a little bit. Yeah.
Which size is it?
That one right there.
Wrong session.
Guess I don't. Oh,
I don't see another one over here. Favorite fish to target would be probably crappie and catfish. Is what I like. Pretty new at the catfish game. Chris has really been helping me out here.
we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him pointed in down the stream. Get him going the right direction. He's a good angler, so it won't take him long. My other buddy that's on here, Kyle Dean. I've been mentoring him. He's turned into a good blue catter. He's been on him pretty good. He was like you. He's a crappie fisherman.
It's always great when you can have somebody that can help you, or when you can help other people. We all know something, and
I enjoy it.
I
Somebody
don't
help
think any
me.
of us know it all.
We all learn this stuff from somebody else.
And it's just, it's a love that you're born with. It's a good thing to get your kids out doing and everything else.
If I like you, I'm gonna help you. Yeah, when they had it forecasted for 15, 20 mile an hour winds. I checked it yesterday. It was 3 mile an hour in the morning. Gene, I think that's most people. They didn't do too good yesterday. I had 3 buddies out on the lake, and they didn't catch anything. Catfish Grande, I saw him on the lake. They were struggling.
Oh.
I had a hard time even finding fish, but I found some. Look at all this big pile of sand bass right there in that old pump. And something big right next to it. I can't tell what that is. Oh man, yeah, I saw a couple of those yesterday. We went to the Christmas festival all day.
Oh, really? That was fun.
They had people that that's a popular dog this past 4 or 5 years. They're really friendly and nice, smart.
She just come off from Mama yesterday, so she's
Whining, stay up all night. That's our big bait. They're chewing on our big baits. Hey guys, share all the links you want. That's how I've got probably most of y'all in here. Somebody shared me out. I tried to put some moderators on last time, and the guys that are in here today, when I get done, I'll make y'all moderators so you can drop links or whatever. But feel free to share each other out. Share me out if you got a community page. I love it.
Guys, let's just help everybody out. I mean, you know, guys got 40, 50, 60,000 in boats and pickups and stuff. Everybody's out here for one reason. I mean, especially if we're out here hunting for these big catfish, none of us keep them. We all throw them back.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, like helping guys.
We're not jug guys that are, you know, taking everything in. So, I mean, always try to help. I mean, and I love helping people with kids. When I'm out crappie fishing, I see people with kids, I say, hey, come over here.
That's how I am too. I love helping guys with kids.
And I mean, I'll give them, you know, if they need minnows, they're biting them minnows, I'll give them minnows. I'll give them hand-tied, you know, whatever. It's all about our kids, guys. And we're all trophy fishing. I mean, yeah, we all keep some eaters to eat it every now and then. But our big trophy fish, we're all letting go. And so
you local guys that know me know I'll give you exactly where I catch these fish. I'll tell y'all where I'm catching them. I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. I don't mind.
It makes us all
better. As long
better.
as everybody turns them back.
Makes us better.
You can keep all the eaters you want. Thanks for sharing guys out, Chad. Keep doing that, buddy. That's awesome. Yeah, one thing I love about this catfish community I found on YouTube, it's a lot different than most of these guys in Texas. These guys in Texas, the higher level guys, they don't want to be nice. They don't want to be friendly. They don't want to share. They just want to do their thing and be left alone. And I don't, you know, I'm not that kind of dude. I gravitate towards friendly, nice people that want to do things that I like to do.
Well, if something's good in life, you just want to pass it on.
That's right. You got to pay it forward too, because somebody helps you out, and then you don't go help somebody else out.
I mean, just like if you break down on the lake, I can't talk about how many people I've towed in.
Oh yeah,
different things like that. Just share it, guys. I mean, we're not fishing bass tournaments for money or any of that stuff. We're all out here because we enjoy it and we love being outside.
Either that's a conglomerate of bait or that is a monster fish. Can't really see it on side images. One thing is I'm a side image guy, but once you start getting out in this 40, 50 feet of water, its side image is pretty much worthless. What's up, Martin? How's it going, man? How's everybody doing? We got 17 people in here. That's awesome. We're fishing with Santa. Right now we're taking a beating, but we don't have any wind. We're supposed to be getting a little more wind here. We're on the fish. We just need some wind to get them going. That's up freaking up high though.
Yeah,
we're kind of blocked by this dam too. But even out here in the main open part of the lake, you don't see any capping or what. I mean, it's just a ripple.
Yeah.
My flags aren't blowing.
That's true. That is true.
These drain holes, I don't know if your T-top has these drain holes, but these drain holes start whistling when that wind starts blowing, and that's the fish whistle. When you get enough wind blowing to make these things whistle,
I see.
When those things start whistling, that's when they really start biting good. It's about a 10, 12 mile an hour wind.
This tilts. This is a fish mesh.
What's that?
This one is fish mesh. Tops tilt.
No, this is a dolphin tube.
Oh, I thought it would tilt right there.
It'll tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's collapsible to get in a garage. That one looks hung. Come on, baby. And we're just getting chewed on. Just chewed up. Thanks, Conrad. I'm happy to have become friends with you, man. I like to be friendly with all the catfish anglers on my lake. About half of them are nice.
The other half getting a lump of coal.
The other half, they don't like me. They don't like me sharing and helping. And go down. Come on, baby, go down. Man, this one just getting chomped on.
Dad,
Yes, buddy.
does the YouTube work on my video game?
Not right now, it doesn't. I can probably get it working here in a minute. Let me see. I don't know if my hotspot's turned on.
Let me turn mine on.
Let me see if this one's on. If it's not. Yeah. Can you turn this on? I don't have to leave that screen. I marked fish in one other part of the lake. I really looked hard yesterday. It doesn't look good really. Where we're at looks really good. What kind of phone is that?
I don't know where the stand is to my motorcycle.
Let's see.
I
Go back.
can't stand this up anymore.
What, buddy?
I can't stand this up anymore.
iPhone.
Thanks, God.
This one's getting big a little bit. Man, it's nerve-wracking when they just chew on it like that. Seven hugs. in, buddy. Say thanks to Santa.
Thank you, Santa.
You're welcome.
I don't know what to do though.
Oh, let me get you back into the screen. Here you go, partner. Those are some cool toys you got there.
Okay.
We're going to play this drift out. We don't have any wind still. It was supposed to start picking up, but this one's getting bit. You want to see, Gene says, man, I'd like to see Santa's GPS unit.
It's filled with waypoints, that's for sure.
That's great. All we're getting is chewed on all morning so far. Skin and Scales. Good morning. I've got everybody who won the prizes on my giveaway. I got everybody's address, so I'll mail everything out Monday when I get back to the office. Skin and Scales is the winner of this one of these Abu Garcia Blue Cat specials on my giveaway.
Cool.
Yeah, well, you may not get any fish today if you don't try to. When that thing starts bending a little bit, give it a good crank and see if you feel anything. You don't have to crank it like all the way. You just give it one or two cranks. These big reels, they reel in 37 inches for one crank.
Wow.
Yeah, they're badass. It's a 6-2-1 ratio. It's great for pulling these big heavy boards, you know. Big fish. I got 2 more coming.
Good drag on this one.
Yeah, it's got a 25-pound drag. It's got a little stronger drag than an Abu. Abu's got a 20. These are trolling reels. Chad, that was a cool reel. I love those reels, but I'm moving more towards these Shimanos. I still like the Abus for anchor fishing. I anchor a lot in the spring. Hell, we may have to anchor today, but I'm supposed to get done by noon because my son's got one of his friends has a birthday party today we got to go to. And my spots that I anchor on are way up north, 10 miles. It's a 10-mile run, which burns up a lot of fishing time. If I could fish without a time scale or time frame, then I'd be more willing to head that way. Yesterday, the birds were all on the points, dive bombing. Today, there is nothing. They aren't fishing this morning.
Yeah, it's a no-fly zone.
Like there's one loon, and he's hanging about 100 yards east of us. He's taking off. He's out of there now. I'm hesitant to move because I looked for 2 hours yesterday, so just making sure I was going to be able to find fish. And it looked terrible everywhere I looked. I found one decent group, but it was not any big fish with them. So I'll definitely send you some stickers with that reel. Look at how thick they're stacked in there, man.
Unreal.
That looks like a giant catfish up over the top of the bait.
I can come up and bust through it, dude.
I don't get that. You would think, I mean, I would imagine they're just not, obviously, they're not feeding because that bait's not scared of them.
Yeah, but when something smells good, come dragging by. It's like
You would think.
I think it's like a Cheeto, man. You ever see a one Cheeto left on the table? And everybody's kind of eyeing it, waiting on somebody to grab it, and then all hell breaks loose.
I think that's why that special bait works too. It's like they're used to seeing this shad all damn day and eating it. Something different passes by, and it's like, oh, I might as well try something different here. Take it down, you little. You guys are killing me.
So what is your perfect drift speed?
This time of year, I go pretty slow. I'll stay under 0.5. Day like today, I'll go 0.3. That's what we're doing right now. 0.2, 0.3. Slower the better when they don't want to bite. When they're fired up, you can even go faster. 0.6. Some guys, I mean, I'm usually the slowest drifter.
Really?
Got 10 boats lined up, I'm going slower than everybody.
I generally go at about 0.7.
Yeah.
What's worked for me, I'm going to think, right, it's just what I experienced.
If I'm on fish and I know there's big ones, I like to leave it in front of their face a little bit longer.
I got you. Makes
There's one. That's our big bait. Jock, you keep them tangled. 0.3 is not working either. So. After scanning so hard yesterday. What's up, Joe? How's it going, buddy? After scanning so hard yesterday and finally finding this big pile of fish, I was pretty excited, but need that wind to start whistling. That's the big one going backwards. Let go. That's that big giant gizzard shad. That planer board was swimming backwards. He dropped it. Held it in his mouth and dropped it. There's a trophy cat right there on side image. You see him?
Yeah.
That's what they look like. See the shadow behind him?
Right.
See how long that is? That's almost 4 feet long. That's a big ass fish. If it was a gar, it'd be bright white. See how it's soft looking? It's a soft looking fish, soft skin, soft fish. You don't see him on Tootie because Tootie's got a 20-degree cone or something that goes down. Side image will reach out 100 feet. I think I got mine dialed in at 115 feet. That one is 86 feet out to the side of the boat.
So 4 boats out.
Yeah. If he would bite us, it's going to be on one of those planer rides out there.
That's what I try to do is get my board down and try to pull 80-foot width.
Yeah,
2
that's a
boats
good
to
pull.
each side.
Day like today where you got to go slow, you can't get a very good pull. We finally marked a giant, but moving up into 35 foot. I don't know about the sun coming out, but we need some wind, Chris. I like the clouds. For me, I like a cloudy, windy, with about a 30% chance of rain.
Heavy rod. Big bait.
Man, that's be great if it's raining. Got him. We're hooked up finally. It's an eater, but we got one. You can pop that board off. There you go. Santa's got him a fish.
This goes ready.
That's going down. Oh, he let it go. Damn, we lost it. Fish off.
Fish off. Good foul, but it wasn't.
Probably why we lost it. Thought we were on the board. We can't get this skunk off the boat yet. That one, as you were reeling that one in, this one was going down.
Was it?
Let it go. May have to downsize some little miniature baits. Catch some of these, at least catch some of these little peckers.
Real smooth though. Pressed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the ticket. When the clouds roll in, the fish start to bite. Sun takes over, fish quit biting. You get that around here, you get cloudy day, 30% chance of rain, wind out of the south about 12 to 15 miles an hour. Right here. That's rod number 3. And wind out of the south, that's pretty much a guarantee. We had good wind predicted until yesterday. They took the wind out. It's supposed to get windy this afternoon, and then there's a front blowing in. I can't fish late though, so.
But we fish when we can.
That's right. This board's going backwards. Got him.
All right.
That's a good one. Oh! Oh, man. That was a good fish. Damn it. Guys, we just missed a freaking monster. He didn't budge. He wasn't budging.
Yeah.
He was. I could feel him flopping.
That's what happens when you stick one flatheads on a crappie tree. And nothing happens but your rod bends.
I bet that was that big one we marked. Man, we just missed a freaking toad.
So I noticed you use a couple of different rattles on your rods. What's up with that?
You know, I like variety.
Uh-huh. Are you a big believer in the rattles?
Oh, dude, 1000%.
1000%.
Yeah, I've been using these rattles for about 12, 15 years now. When I used to use them, I have to get them out of the garage sale. So I would get a zero spook.
Uh-huh.
And all my catfishing buddies would laugh. They laugh at me. They laugh at me, man. So you can laugh all you want. Try to come fish next. Come fish next to me. See how that works out for you. If I'm pulling rattles next to you, you won't catch a fish. They'll all be over there at my boat. Occasionally, you'll catch them on the other boat. The rattle is the dinner call. It just gets their attention. I use a variety of them because some days they just all want to hit a certain one. I don't know why they choose it.
I see that you use like a little round bow tie looking.
I'll use those just to add extra to a few.
I got you.
So knocking it around, you know, activity creates more activity. And if you got these little guys banging a little rattle around, you can get a big one's attention that way. That's why I like to put the big bait on there. Those little ones might knock it around, get that rattle rattling, but they can't really take the big bait down.
Well, do you feel it's a competition thing? Like, oh,
definitely.
Easy.
Well, I think, you know, it's like banging on the side of the boat. They hear that activity and they're like, oh, there's fish feeding. Let's go feed.
Dad.
You don't need rattles to catch fish, but it sure helps.
Dad.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, where is it?
Here
you go. Had a whole chicken breast on. Skin and Scale says I had a whole chicken breast on yesterday, and something pulled the rod all the way to the water. When I finally got it out of the rod holder, he let go. It happens a lot. I think they clamp down, and you just don't get a good hook set, especially on a day like today. If it's windy, they're more active. They're hitting it and running, and when they run, you can get them hooked in the corner of the mouth. But if you're cranking that thing in and setting the hook and he's pointed towards you, you just pulling that thing right out of his mouth. So I think on a slow day like today, they just kind of trail behind and they don't grab it and swim off. They just trail behind and bite it. And then when you crank down, you're just yanking it out of their mouth. That's how I look at it. gators. We got gators in this lake. They spot them from time to time. They come over this. There's a preserve behind this dam, and they'll come over this dam, and they spot them out here all the time. But they're up in there. Yeah. The big ones, they don't last long. Guys come out here and shoot them. There was a 14-footer out here a couple of years ago, but once they reported it, it was gone. Somebody killed that thing the next few days. That would have made our day right there, man. And if I hook up a monster, I'll let you reel it in. It's my nature to grab the damn thing. No. You get one around 30, I'd like Jackson to get a shot, get a crack at it. His last two big ones were 26 pounds.
So we talk about sharing stuff and everything else. And so this relates to catfishing, and you'll understand it. I know in deer hunting, my son's first deer was better than any deer I ever shot.
Oh, yeah. That's weird.
He was sitting in my lap at 5 years old. And that's the same with fishing. You know, I'd rather see the kids catch a bigger fish and have the day, man. That's just what it's about.
I try to let him fight these big ones. He loses a lot of them, you know, because he'll put the rod straight down.
No, I understand, but I mean that's what it's about. Is the kids and the new people. It's a great deal for everybody. And you do such a great job. Jackson's up front of the boat with the bean bag and his game.
Well, you know, I don't expect him to sit back here.
No,
he wouldn't want to come out here if I made him.
No,
force him to come back.
You have to know your audience and stuff. And
you know what he really enjoys? He enjoys when we're fishing in the spring and we're catching 50, 60 eaters. He'll sit back there and catch 20 or 30 of them. But,
and that's important. Everybody goes through phases. I mean, number one, hey, you just want to catch a fish.
Yeah.
You want to catch a bunch of fish.
And the big ones, it kind of wears him out. And he gets tired. And just like this morning, I asked him which ones he wanted to catch. He said he wanted to catch the small ones. Yeah. Hey, whatever, man. That's fine with me.
Hey, there's nothing better than taking a group of kids, take them out sand bassing, slabbing. I cut all the treble hooks off and just put out single hooks because of the kids. Yeah. But when it's fast and furious, they're having a good time and laughing. You got scales and fish flopping all over the boat.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Nothing better. And
I just want him to have fun. You know?
Absolutely.
And I like him to be with me. You know, I'd rather him be with me here, sitting up there playing with his dog and toys or
absolutely
whatever. It wasn't easy getting trained up to do this on a full day deal. It took forever. We did a lot of short trips, and when he get tired, I just head in. You know,
that's what you got to do.
Most dads just don't want to do. I mean, a lot of dads just don't want to do that because it messes up the fishing.
Well, you just can't take a child bass fishing and expect, I caught 6 fish today, and we're out there fishing. Yeah, 5 or 6 fish. I mean, that's just not right.
One good thing about catfish fishing is you're leaving the rod in the rod holder, and he can play around with his dog and his toys and whatever. And then when we get one on, I say, "Fish on, Jack. Come, you want to reel him in?" And he'll say, "Yeah."
Absolutely, man. There's nothing better.
Man, I wish we'd have caught that big one. Yeah, Catfish Grande, that's awesome, man. You put a kid on a 20 and then that changes their life. It's life-changing for kids, especially once they get up. I got a lot of some older kids that come on here too, some of his friends, some of my friends' kids. Once they get up to about 10, 12 years old, man, catching a big fish is life-changing for them. And they will never forget that. I have those boys, they thank me all the time and ask, oh, can we go get another one? Big Mike, what's up, man? We just missed a freaking toad. Huge takedown. I had that thing hooked. I mean, I don't know if it was hooked. I had him on, and he was budge him. His tail flopping. I couldn't budge him. He let go. Chad, my boy. I tried to start him on bluegill. He was freaking neck deep in the pond. I couldn't. I mean, for me, I got him. The way I got him going is summertime blue catting when we drift these ledges and humps and stuff, where I can catch like 30 of them in a couple hours. That keeps his attention. It's a very short bite today, Mike. We got very little wind. We're getting tapped. I got huge baits on, which might be a mistake, but that monster just came off of a bait that was like that.
Go big or go home.
And he just let go. I got a stinger hook in the tail for short bites. Missed him. That would have been a memory fish. Definitely fishing with Santa. We're looking for one like that because that would have been his personal best. Like you know, Mike, when you hang one like that double hook rig, yep, I got a 13-aught in the nose and a 8 or 10-aught in the tail.
Double hook rig, yes.
Yep. Fishing with Big Mike. Y'all share some people out. Big Mike, he's one of my new good fishing buddies. He fishes the Tennessee River, one of the best fisheries in the country. He fishes from freaking shore, guys. He's a bank angler and catches damn near a monster every trip. Really cool dude. Fun to watch. We got 0 fish in the boat, Mike. We're getting chewed on the whole way, and we just missed a giant, but that's fishing. This one's hung up. Oh, we let go. I came out and got bait yesterday. It was not easy to get. I mean, it was not easy to find. It was easy to get once I found it, but it was not easy to find. Lake's kind of messed up. We had a really good cold snap and everything started looking really good. And then, it's been 80 degrees here for a week and everything has been scattered out. And we've had 2 fronts, small fronts, blow in 2 days in a row, like 2 days apart. So north wind, south wind, west wind, back to south wind. We've had no real pattern of wind. So beginning to get a slight breeze, but still not the right wind I like. Yeah, we got Santa. We're trying to get Santa a big fish. It's not going too good so far. Hey, our lake's really low. I was up scanning around shallow yesterday. It's usually 5 feet where I was. And I got up into 1.5 feet before I knew it. I was like, oh, damn. Fish are scattered. I found some on a ledge, pretty shallow. No big fish with them. Found a bunch out in 15 feet on another ledge. No big fish with them. Came out here in the middle of the lake, out in the freaking middle of the lake, out deep. It's been warm, which goes against what I would think they would be. Figured they'd be shallow, but Usually I don't go out here until January. Normally our lake is around 50 degrees right now. It's 59. You fishing tonight, Mike?
So your two inside cat rods,
Yeah.
and there for your other four that are heavier weight.
These are heavier. These are medium heavy, which normally I like the medium heavies, but the Mad Cat medium heavies are like a size up heavier than any other rod I've ever used. They're pretty stiff. They're more like a heavy rod. Pretty decent pull. All I see is eaters though. Yeah, Big Mike, he catches some giants. That Tennessee River's freaking produces some monster fish. This lake, the record is 63.5 pounds, which I almost broke it 2 weeks ago. I got a 62. That's the biggest blue I've caught out of here. I catch probably a 50 or 2 out of this lake every year. Biggest one I caught before that 62 was a 60, but that was 4 years ago, maybe 5. That fish I caught a couple of weeks ago, if I'd have caught him in January, he'd have smashed that record by about 10 pounds. I was also out of bait, or I'd have stuffed the rest of my bait down that sucker's throat and got the record. Come on, baby. We need some luck. Get this skunk off of us. I thought we had that thing off a while ago. I'm not marking as many fish now. Getting up here into. We're still at 40 feet.
Yep.
Still a few. Gene, it hadn't picked up over here yet. Y'all, which part of the lake y'all on Grapevine? What the hell was that?
No, right over there.
Hell, if we can get 10 to 15 mile an hour wind, I wouldn't mind starting this drift over. Yeah, let him have it. It's nerve-wracking, man. "12 miles an hour from the south." We're probably at 6 right now. I do see some ripples coming from behind us, so Maybe we're about to start getting blown a little more.
Yeah.
They're saying 12 to 15 mile an hour where they're at.
Oh, really?
12 mile an hour. That's right where it starts getting good.
Grapevine?
Grapevine, he says 12 mile an hour. Mansfield, he said it. Gene says it's 10 to 15 all of a sudden on Grapevine. Chris, 20% chance of rain. Yeah, rain this afternoon. So seeing some ripples behind us starting to build. I don't buy that. It's 9. It's not here.
This is probably above the dam.
Looks like 9 on that flag.
Yeah.
Look at our flag. It's dead. Now I feel a little breeze.
Yeah.
Starting to feel a little breeze now, boys. So I figured after this pull, we'll go up north and try that other second group of fish I found yesterday.
Okay.
If we don't get bit there, the wind's supposed to have been picked back up. We'll come back over here and see if these have turned on.
Okay. Like that long
one. Oftentimes I'll leave fish that aren't biting, and when the wind picks up, you come back and they're active. We're not getting skunked today. We're going to grind something.
See, when I get like this took one on, man, like,
could be.
I mean, that's what I think.
It's the light bite. They're just kind of chewing on it. We're around a bunch of little ones too. We had 6-aught hooks and little chunks of bait that big. You can catch some of them, but not out here for those. Well, for that one pulled on that one that was yanking on that big giant bait. Big monsters, they want that big piece of bait that he was trying to take down, you know? You don't want to you can catch them on that. 90% of my big fish come off my biggest bait. Taking a beating out here, guys.
I know one thing that I've started doing. I think it does, but saltwater fishing guide showed it. Like when he's filleting his baits, he fillets it backwards from the tail.
Oh yeah.
Going up. He does both sides. He just cuts out all that tail and uses the 2 fillets connected to it.
Yeah.
I see him do that a lot. Or
I've seen guys use a flapper on that thing. Leave part of that fillet on, and it just
I do that too.
flaps and kind of swims. And You know, I think these big fish, they're after something that's somewhat alive.
Yeah.
That's why I like to use big pole bait that looks like a fish swimming rather than just a chunk.
Right.
When you're anchoring, I think chunks are probably equally or maybe even better. But when you're pulling these boards, that natural presentation of something that's swimming triggers them to bite.
We'll be out there catching a snapper. Sound. Big grouper comes and eats it.
Oh, yeah.
While you're reeling up. And then it's 20 minutes you ain't getting it up, but you got fun trying. That thing might be 5-600 pounds.
Yeah, that's awesome. Activity creates activity. It's ready to bite. We're getting out of the fish now, so we'll give this 5 more minutes and we're going to make a move.
Okay. There's a big something.
Pile of threadfin that are real tightly packed.
Two for flinching. What we used to do. Flinch, man.
Golly, man. Just chewing on it.
That's in a row. It's kind of flex on it. I think somebody have it. See it?
It's say we go ahead and go across this little channel right here.
All right.
And then we'll call it.
Okay.
We're committed.
We're kind of like the pig. You know the difference, right? Chicken contributes to breakfast. We're the pig. We're committed.
Yeah.
See? Pig committed to breakfast. Chicken for jumps.
Man, I just got a steal on those things on that Black Friday sale for $160 a piece. Dang.
used to use them. Got hauled here. Just a handful of things to go on. They're like a race car though. I mean, you just fix it.
Yeah.
What got to be repaired.
What are the rods?
Rods are $83 a piece. Not bad.
260. What is that?
Yeah.
Dude, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. Rods have all gone up. Rods have all gone up, just like everything.
Yeah. But compared, dude, this is the biggest thing. Catfishing comparatively, crappie fishing, bass fishing. Crappie fishing is a lot cheaper than bass fishing.
Right. Bass fishing is expensive. The reels are expensive. The rods are expensive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get like a 2-inch rod, $5 just a rod. Yeah, does it make a difference? To me, it does.
Yeah.
Cool stuff that you take.
I like quality too, more than rather
Quality. Yeah,
junk.
I'd rather save up for one reel than buy two.
You can buy those Zabus and just break them, and then you got to go get it repaired. And you could have had one of these Dakotas for that repair job. You might as well just get the Dakota from the beginning and not have to send the thing in to get the palm gear.
Well, here's the thing. It's okay to spend too much money because all you got to spend too much. You don't spend enough, you spend twice as much.
You end up, yeah.
You're going to replace it and go, what you should have done in the first place. Well, it's twice as expensive.
They're just following us around, chewing. Getting back into a bunch of fish, though. I can see these catfish.
And you know they don't have hands. Gotta be the mouth.
Dan, what's up, man? John, what's up? We're getting smoked. We hadn't knocked the skunk off yet. Santa was hooked up with an eater, and I was hooked up with a giant. Lost both.
The wind thought about blowing there for a minute and then it trailed back off.
KC Fish Page, welcome. We're struggling. We went over a huge freaking pile of fish. I mean, thousands and thousands of them. All we've been doing is getting nibbled. Santa lost a decent eater. I hung something giant, felt it, played with it for about 5 seconds, gone.
See all these little eater catfish,
Yeah.
soft-bodied fish. These
And
are all soft-bodied
And that's
fish.
what I'm thinking. I'm reading that the same as you.
Yeah.
So
I'm a side image guy. That's what I like to look at.
see what I
I
read.
use this to just back up what I think. Just because
A catfish give a hard return to the head, the body's soft, so that using the two together, you can tell what species of fish you're on.
And a lot of times I'll run like less out at you, and then I'll run down at you.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing you're doing too, dude. But then I've got 15 here and 15.
Yeah, I would love to have two where I can put side image on each one. When I'm really scanning
Now
that,
you can do that with Lowrance. You can't do it.
you can. I've got friends that do it.
They run right and left off the same transducer.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I thought I'll put it from my Lowrance. When I have two 12-inch Lowrances, you can run right side and left side.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. That's how they got all this set up.
I'm getting my trolling motor wouldn't hook up to it.
This one just keeps getting kept. Dropping back off into this channel. So if we're going to get bit, it'll be in this channel or coming up the other side of it. Once we drag up the other side of it, we're going to reel up and go. Takes a minute or two for our baits to get up what you're marking. Fish in that channel though. What's that? What's that? Let go. That felt like a pretty good fish. We just kind of bit it. They're not really biting it and running. This one's hung.
Starting to get painful, boys. We're going to make a move up the lake here soon. Tim, we missed a giant while ago. I mean, a freaking toad. I couldn't budge that thing. All I felt was a big tail flop, 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 and then he let go. I mean, I laid into him too. I mean, I was.
The boat over.
It was bowed over, and he took down a gizzard shad that's monstrous. Texas Shooter, what's up, man? Taking a beating. Gene's around the small island on Lake Grapevine. How deep are you, Gene? Are you marking fish? I came out and looked yesterday. I couldn't find anything in mid-depth. I found a few up shallow. All the fish I found were on ledges or out here deep in the channel. We're coming off of a secondary creek that points up into a cove. We're going to go across it, see if we get bit, keep our fingers crossed. And then we're going to reel up and move. I marked another group of fish yesterday. Didn't mark many big fish with them, but we're going to go look. Wind starts blowing, we'll probably come back here and drift these fish and see if they turn on. Tim, did you fish this weekend, buddy? Tried to text you yesterday. You never heard back from you.
This one's hung up right here. It's unhung now.
switch gear. Using that type of weight.
Oh, for sure. You lose. I used to lose so much out here.
I'm like, man, I'm just throwing lead in the bottom of the water.
But I've been drifting with these a long time, man. It's not even close. When you're dragging $10 rigs, it's expensive when you start breaking 5 of them off every trip.
Oh yeah. Man, we're coming up.
It's hung or hung? That one let go. Thank goodness. This one's hung. Guess coming out of that channel, it looked like it just bounced and hung on something. Come on, man. Give us our rig back. We're about to lose. It's about to lose some shit. Oh, this one came off. That one came off.
This morning I'm on Lake Louisville, North Texas. I came out yesterday, scanned for fish for a long time. Found some out here deep. Found another group up kind of mid-depth on a ledge. So we're going to go try them next. We don't have any wind. We've got a little wind. It's starting to blow a little bit better. We're probably at 8 miles an hour now. We're about done with this pull. I'm going to move us up the lake after. I'm going to give it, we'll give it 4 more minutes and we'll move. Thanks for coming in, guys. We're having a good time, even though we're getting smoked.
Marked a huge pile of bait up south of the toll bridge yesterday. There weren't hardly any fish with it, but we can go look and see if the fish found them yet. We'll check that group on our way up.
Two more minutes and we're reeling up. It's Lake Louisville. Yes, bud. We're not catching any fish. Oh, me and Santa hadn't caught any either, buddy. I'm sorry, man. We're going to make a move and see if we can get you some, okay? Jackson, he's upset because Dad can't catch him any fish. We're going to... What's up, Marcus? We're going to make a move here and see if we can get on a different group of fish, man. We did miss a toad. That would have made the day, but whatever.
It's hung pretty good. Where's that rig? These medium heavy rides, they get hung up so much more than these lighter action ones.
Really?
I think it's because that spring, you know, it starts getting hung up a little bit and then it'll spring, and when it springs, it's like setting the hook on something.
Yeah.
Probably our cue to reel up. Let's reel up. Damn.
No.
This thing is got that. Hopefully, big game is strong, bro. Pulling it backwards. Coming your way, Santa. Got it.
Get it?
I lost the rig, but got my line back. Wind's starting to blow. Lag's starting to blow. Baitless.
Fishing on credit?
You done chewed that one off.
Fishing on credit. Looky here. Fish on credit too.
I wouldn't be surprised if all these have been picked clean with all the tip tapping we've been getting. You can get rid of the bait because I got good bait, fresh. Go fresh next round. This big board, it's got to be manually unclipped because it's big and it's also for guys in the river that suspend baits. There's a hole, you can see it's got another hole right here. That's for going vertical, straight down with heavy weights. The guys in the rivers that use these with a vertical rig. Nothing on this one either. Bastards picked it clean.
I don't know how this one flips. Learn something.
Only had one bait on this side of the boat.
Hard for a little guy to chew a head off. big old head like that. Get you fresh hooks too. This is that one I left getting so damn far out there. Caught a stickfish.
Dickfish. Oh. Yeah.
What's that?
Hump strap helps, doesn't it?
Disco. All right, buddy. Jack, we're going to go fast. We got about a 2-mile run, buddy. That's Disco, not me. You didn't know you were under there.
All right, guys, we're gonna make a run. $10. I know, Tim. You know what hurts the most is when I go fish unfamiliar water and I'll go across an old fence line or fence row and lose every damn rig. I found another creek yesterday. I didn't see any big fish with them, but maybe they're biting. Swap knocked off. fish right when we came off plane. Ain't nothing in here. That's what that is. There is some stuff out there, the old hatchery or whatever. This has got really shallow right here. Lake down. You can see all the scars from the boats.
Yeah. What were you fishing the other day?
What was I fishing?
What day you think you were setting up?
I set up right here. This is where they start. What wind blows through here creates a little bit of current. This bait will come off of this. There's a ledge that runs right through here. The bait will be off of that ledge. I set up over there, so I don't know, for whatever reason, when you start pulling, it takes about 10 minutes to get bit. So right here is when you start getting bit. I try to set up over there so everything is out by the time I hit this spot. You can see there's fish. They just love that ledge right there.
Okay, so I'm calling that fish.
Those are fish.
That's
Yeah,
fish.
definitely.
That's fish.
Yep.
That could be one. I'm not sure. That one for sure.
Definitely.
That one,
All these are fish. Definitely.
So that's what I'm.
Yep. I don't know that these are catfish though. Soft-bodied fish,
Yeah.
possibly. This is a lot fishier than it was yesterday though. Not much bait in here. Not much bait in here. It doesn't matter. I'll fish when there's no bait. Hell, there weren't any fish over here yesterday. Yeah, but it's good. Quality fish. Probably catfish. Big gizzards scattered. Not enough to throw down the look.
I mean, that's, to me, this is what I'm.
Getting fishy. Check several spots as we pull through here. Check this old pond out in the middle. Not much in it. Check this old channel right here. I like to start this hump and move out. These humps, there's not much left of them. They kind of eroded away, but they're a foot or two. They're a foot or two taller. It's big enough for bait to light. I checked the creek channels yesterday, buddy. Wasn't shit up in there, man. I went all over this lake. I'm a channel fisherman, so I'm usually in the channel, right around the channel, flats next to the channel, intersecting channels. There's a good one. Yeah. He's swimming. He's moved with the boat. We got close to him and he moved. Yeah. See, when there's a north wind, I'll start right up in there. Yeah. When it was a good north wind, I'll start up in this corner and drift this way. Pretty good. Often there's a lot of fish right out here in this open channel. Not today. I'm gonna look at all this where I saw this bait yesterday. Usually you find the bait stacked like it is over here, there's fish. All over I didn't look over there. That's one of the places I didn't look. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's a good out there. That's why I didn't look on the bait. We hung a monster, lost it. Santa hung an eater, lost it. But there's also a big pipe that runs through there. You get all your shit hung on.
No, on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, I know. I do. I'll get up in here and I'll drift. I'll get drift up onto that. I drift that a lot too. This group of fish, I can often find them and stay together. They'll be here 100 out here, man.
It's hard when you go down to 50 degrees, you come back up to 60 almost.
I marked one big one over there by those stick ups
Yeah.
yesterday, but nothing, I mean, not worth stopping on. It's hard to see a pattern out here. That big group of bait that was there yesterday, it's gone. These are big gizzard shad. They're scattered like crazy. What's up, Tony Cole? Catching them fish says, good morning, Mr. Santa.
Morning.
We're taking a beating. We're getting smoked. I'm looking for fish again now, so about another couple of decent little groups. Nothing big with them. We're gonna go. We're about to get to them soon. By itself, little ones. I mean, you know, you want to see 1,000 of those. Go check this channel. Then I'm gonna go up here in the corner where I saw him yesterday. I see it. Santa lost his hat. Tied onto that, yeah. Look here.
Yeah.
Those are decent fish. Right on that ledge. I don't imagine it's very fishable, but hey, at least there's a few fish. We dropped Santa's hat right on some decent fish. They're just sitting on a tight on a little ledge. Not really fishable. We got the hat guy! Right here to my spot. Don't tell anybody, guys. Hey, it's looking better. Look at there. Now let's just hope that's not the only little group.
Absolutely.
Bait's over here today. So let's see if we can find some fish. pile. The other chatter here scattered. There wasn't much over here yesterday. I think that's bait. I think that's a little red fin. Red fin like this area right here. Not a whole lot of it though. It's got I've got a spot up here in this corner where there's a bunch of little carp like to hang out. Big catfish like to come in there and eat those carp. Bait scatters, carp generally don't. It's another pattern I like to fish. More bait in here today, but fish is not here. $35? No, that's the toll bridge. See that toll bridge a lot. I fish up here probably about 2 months out of the year. Usually I'm long gone out of this area, but water's still 58. This channel is a go-between between the deep water and shallow. It gets pretty shallow up north of here. Not any fish here. Clean this slimy green. Man, where'd all the fish go? Starting to get some bait in here. Another day or two, the fish will probably be in here. Now I guess there's another front hit and they'll scatter again. Look for these carp now. There's a bunch of baby carp up here on this rocky shoreline. Big fish like to come feed on these little carp. Santa's got a problem losing hats. What's up, 3B? Taking a beating. We're looking for fish. We were on a good pile earlier. All we were getting was tapped. I lost a really good one. I couldn't budget. All I could feel was the tail flopping. See that hat? That thing might have sunk. That was gone. Small gizzard shad are starting to stack up right here. 58, the water's a little cooler. So a group of sand bass. no catfish. I was telling you, right over here by the two buoys, red and green buoys. Hey, look real good over here. It's not even mixed with them. Right here, two starting right up the buoy up into this corner. Like the bottom of this contour right here. We're looking, guys. We're looking. We tend to lose a lot of hats. Well, I don't know if it's bait that they're on, a little bit longer, but yeah, small catfish is good. Starting to look a little better right here.
parked a bunch. It's that on the ledge. Maybe it's in there.
You know,
We're looking hard, boys. We're grinding. My son's upset because I can't find any fish. Together any pattern. Things scattered like crazy. We'll mark a few good fish and then nothing. catfish grande. What's up, man? Any luck? Man, we're getting smoked. We had a giant one hooked up for about 4 or 5 seconds and lost it. Man, there's nothing. I mean, I can't even find any fish to fish out here. Yeah, we got a lot of tip tap. We got it reeled up and didn't have any bait left on. Wind's starting to blow, so maybe things will change. We're going to head back out here in the deep water. One of my fishing buddies. Catfish grande, El Catfish grande. He's getting smoked too, so it ain't just us, boys. Wind's blowing now. We're going to go back to that pile of fish we were on earlier. See if they're turned on. Looks a lot better now. Fish are up off the bottom now, guys. Should be feeding. Fish are about 3 feet off the bottom now instead of laying in the mud. Yeah, look, they got bait balls too, so that's a better sign. We're going to slow down. Strong wind. Pretty much line right up where we need to go. Still going big on our long lines. Hear the fish whistling? dry. This is our Hail Mary. I gotta head in soon. Got about 40 minutes I can fish. Yeah, buddy. What? Yeah, trying to knock this smoke off. We're back over here where we held the bigger earlier. It's the only place we've found fish in this whole lake.